Thank you very much for being with us today. Today is Friday, Sales Friday. As you buy, you sell. You may wonder what is the relationship between the way that I sell, that I buy, between how I buy and how I sell. Well, I have good news or bad news for you. The way you buy is the same way that you sell. The same patterns, the same way that you buy is the same that you allow your customer to buy. The way that you buy is the way that you sell. Let me give you some examples of this. Let's say that you want a coat. You go to a mall, you look for a coat store, you try one, you try two, you try three. There are some who look very well on you, but you do not decide. You do not decide because you have not defined how much money you have, when you are going to use it, what's the purpose of it, what's the color. You have not defined anything. So you go to the next store, it happens the same, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and you do not buy anything. The way that you buy is the way that you sell. This same pattern is the same that you allow your customer to behave. You do not ask how much money he has. You don't ask what's the problem that he has to resolve, what's the return investment, how much budget he has to resolve the problem. You do not ask anything because as you are used to go to buy without having defined anything, you do not ask your customer to define anything. The way that you buy is the way that you sell. Another example, a second one. Let's say you want to buy a car and there are $10,000 for that car. You go to the dealer number one, to the dealer number two, to the dealer number three, the four, the five, or more to ask exactly for the same car for the price, and you are fighting about little money. That's the same that you allow your customer to do. You allow the customer to ask you for a proposal. You don't ask why he needs it. You allow him to go shopping around. You do not differentiate yourself, and you allow him to behave the same way that you behave because for you is normal to behave that way. So if you behave that way, you will allow your prospect, your customer, to behave the same way. The way you buy is the same way that you sell. The last one, the third one, the last one, just an example. You need to analyze yourself. Let's say you want to buy a car, a brand new car, and then you ask your wife to go and buy it. So she goes to see cars, and then she brings you a BMW, and you say, it is too much money. Then he brings another BMW, a 325, and you still say, it is too much money. Finally, she asks you, how much money do we have? And you say, well, we have $10,000. That's the same that you allow your customer to do. You do not ask him how much money, how much budget he has to resolve the problem, as you do not ask how much money he has to resolve the problem. You are guessing how much you present all solutions, any kind of solution. You invest a lot of your time and energy trying to guess what's the best solution for the customer, as he has not defined what's the budget that he has to resolve the problem. The way that you buy is the way that you sell. I invite you to analyze your behavior when you are buying. Take care of it, take care good detail of it, and analyze how your pattern, the way that you are used to buy, is the same way that you are used to sell. If you are buying badly, you are selling badly. If you are selling good, you are selling good. If you are buying good, you are selling good. A good example, let's say you say, well, I have for my coat $200. I want one for the summer. You get into one store, you look for summer coats, you see one that is within your budget, $200. You try it on, you look at it, you look nice, and then you go and buy it. You do not go around looking for a 200 coat. You find one that you like it, and then you buy it because it is what you needed. It is within your budget. That's the same behavior that you will do with your customer. You will ask as many questions as possible to, to define what's the budget that he has. Because it is important to know, because other way you will be just guessing, guessing, and guessing. You will tell him, with the budget that you tell me that you have, I will do the best to fix the problem. Of course, you will tell if with that money we can do something. Let's say that you as a buyer are buying, looking for a BMW, new, brand new, and you have just $10,000. So there is not a BMW that you will get for $10,000. So the same thing you will tell the customer. What you are looking for, it is impossible that we can get it to you for $10,000. The way that you buy it is the way that you sell it. I invite you to analyze your behavior on buying and selling, to make a comparison, to make the changes that you need to do within yourself to improve your sales performance. Thank you very much. I invite you to be with us every day at 5:45 Central Standard Time. It is a delight, a pleasure to be with you every day. Have a fascinating day. Thank you.